who is the one player we can't lose this year? I think you mean in terms of injury. Now, when Nick Bosa went down, it might have been one of our first Mondays with Vish. You said right off the bat, this season's over right now. The season is over. They're going nowhere without Nick Bosa. So is that your answer?
I remember that.
It was over. That would be my answer. You're right. Yeah. I was like, no. I was trying to like, hey guys, let's keep watching my channel. The season's not over. But Vish was like, nah, man, I don't have a channel to promote yet, so I'm just going to say it. You were right. I was scared you said that.
I would say 100% it's Nick Bosa.
Yeah. Nick Bosa. Okay.
Who would you say?
Okay. My mind went to Kittle. The way this offense is constructed, losing him for 8 games last season hurt a lot. I mean, the blocking, the receiving. Without him on the field, that offense is ordinary, by the way I look at it. But again, Debo has that effect as well. Just the blocking in particular. Like, you take him out, all of a sudden, McGlinchey's exposed. Mostert's not as good. I mean, there's a domino effect. I would think he's really important. Newsflash, he's important. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. My thing with Kittle is that I think they've proven that they can play well when it's just Kittle that's out. Like the Rams, the first Rams game, Debo was healthy and back, and Debo won them that game and all that. But when it's more than Kittle out, obviously you're screwed. So I agree with that. Yeah. I just think the effect Nick Bosa has for the rest of this D-line, whether it's Eric Armstead. I mean, Javon Kinlaw, I think part of the reason he struggled a bit more too. Like, I think the presence of Nick Bosa will help him a lot and all of that. And the other thing with Nick Bosa,
I got more names too. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
This is something we talked about on the phone. And the other reason I want to say we can't lose, that he cannot be lost for this year, is because that would be the third serious injury that he's had in the last 4 years. And
he's one away from being just damaged goods. One away, if not there already. So yeah, he needs to be done with that. Yeah. So I got other names though. Jason Verrett has to play.
Yeah,
Jason Verrett has to play.
That's another one. That would be my second actually.
Yep.
Because I don't think they have a backup for him.
Also, one more, and we're taking this guy for granted, but Trent Williams. Got to play.
Agreed.
Got to.
Jimmy Ward too, I would say.
Oh yeah, no question, man. So that's a good question, Michael.
Especially with the corners they have, Jimmy Ward is essential because he's the best man coverage player on this team.
That's true. Well, Jason Verrett's right there with him, but
right
those two. Addie G says, does Jimmy play better under Harbaugh? That's interesting. Harbaugh was good at pumping up quarterbacks' confidence, and I think Jimmy could use some pumping up. That being said, I don't think Harbaugh would want a statue like this.
Statistically, I say no way, because they're not going to give him. They're not going to scheme up stats for him.
There might be fewer turnovers, but there'll be less yards, less touchdowns. Period.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, Alex Smith, the year was 17 touchdowns, 5 interceptions in 2011.
Right. Yeah.
That was frustrating to watch.
Modest.
The Niners were going 13-3.
Like every time they got to the red zone, it's just like run, kick.
David Akers set the field goal record that year.
Yeah. Yep. Isaac says, hold on. No, that's Isaac. When are you going to run your stinger against my subby? I'm in the bay waiting on you. We trying to doing some real driving, not just highway pulls. This is funny. Never, by the way. But when I was in high school, I had 11 o'clock curfew. What was your curfew in high school?
I never had one.
Never. See, everyone was like you, but I had an 11 o'clock curfew because my mom knew I was trying to get into stuff. So my girlfriend at the time was in Castro Valley. So it was a 15-minute drive home. And I would always leave at like 11:50, cut it close. You know what I mean? So I'd get on the freeway driving faster than I should say. And I was in like 90, like going too fast. 90 on 580. Anyone who drives 580, that's like
90 as like a junior in high school.
Yeah, because I was late, and 580 is like the Autobahn. There's never any cops on that. It's very dangerous. So anyway, I'm going 90 in my little Acura RSX. That was my dad's car, of course, which is it's a nice little zippy car. And then people think I'm trying to race, so they pull up alongside of you, and they're like souped up cars. They're like and they try to go, and I'm like, man, I can't keep up with that. First of all, I'm not racing. Second of all, I lost. But it was funny how many people thought there's like an underground circuit. All you got to do is go like 88 miles an hour or faster, and people pull up alongside of you and try to get some. It's like, man, no.
I'm just trying to get home and beat curfew.
I'm just trying to beat curfew because I know if I'm at 5 minutes late, my mom will give me a look, but it'll be all right. If I'm 15 minutes late, I'm not going out the next night. So I got to get home by 12, 11, 10. Meanwhile, everyone else had like a 1 o'clock curfew. It's like, thanks, Mom. It's okay. I swear. I never drove 90 miles. I've never driven more than 75 miles an hour in my life. That was all fiction. Mom, I promise. I'm so sorry. And I'm a very safe driver. Felix says, hey, Grant, what happened to your 40 time? You still doing that? Dude, my back hurts right now from doing lunges at the gym. I'm trying to get back in shape. I did 0 working out over the pandemic. So, yeah, I'm going to try if I can get that 40 out there. But I'm probably going to pull every muscle and never really run faster than 4.9. We'll see what I got. Thank you. I know I've built that up for so long. I really need to run it. But, dude, I'm old. I pull muscles all the time, dude. You're not there yet. You're 21. You're still in good shape, right? Are you still playing soccer?
No, I haven't been playing as much, but I've been trying to get myself back into shape too because I stopped doing anything over the pandemic. Are
you going to move out to Silicon Valley? Are you going to be like a dude out here working in Silicon Valley at some point? You think?
If I get a job there.
Is that the plan? Is that the hope? The plan?
I mean, yeah.
Right, so if you ever move out here, you got to join my indoor soccer league. Although we might go.
I am coming to a 49ers game in San Francisco this year, though.
Sweet, and I'll be in Chicago. I'll be in Chicago too.
The Arizona game.
Oh, nice!
I'm here to watch Kyler.
Damien says, sign Churn after June 1 for the right money. Oh, God. Not as a starter, but as a mentor, nickelback safety depth. Can they just have him as a coach? How about that? Can they have him as a coach? A player? Man, he should have to beat me in a race to get back on the Niners, is all I'm saying. Sherm.
You don't want that smoke, Grant. You don't want that smoke.
I want it. I want it so bad. That's the kind of like Jim Rome publicity I really need for my career to take off. Damien, I hope you're wrong, man. Do you think they'll do a post-June 1 signing of Sherman? Oh.
No.
Oh.
If they wanted to sign Richard Sherman, they would have done it. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, me too, man. I hope that's true. Last one. Is the need for pass rush help being overlooked given Bosa's coming off a serious injury and why not looking at signing guys like Justin Houston? Yeah, why not looking at signing guys like Justin Houston? He never gets less than 8. Yeah. What's up with that? Yeah, what's up with that? Now, maybe Justin Houston's going to be the kind of guy who's like, you know what? I'm going to sign after training camp. Remember, Clowney did that last year. It's never really a good sign when vets try to like weasel out of training camp, but they do it sometimes. Training camp's not fun. It's really not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, football practice doesn't look like it's fun. I know a lot of my buddies play football. Did not like it.
Looks awful, man. And especially for like the good players, you have to go against the not so good players and they're trying so hard to prove themselves and they're not that coordinated. So they kind of like fall all over you and step on your feet. And it's just like, you get so bruised up by your own team before. I don't know. I never played football. I played baseball. Anyway, I just criticize people who dedicated their life to it because it's easy to do. Dean says Jimmy and Raheem for Jones. Jimmy and Raheem. We think.
Oh, how generous to Dean.
I don't think Atlanta's interested in Jimmy Garoppolo. Just thought.
I don't think they're interested in Raheem Mostert.
I don't think they're interested in either player presented in this offer.
My thing, and I'll elaborate a little bit more on what I said earlier. It's not that Raheem Mostert isn't a good player or anything. It's just when you trade for Julio Jones and you're getting Raheem Mostert back, that's a hard sell. Come on.
Yeah, it is. Don't worry, Falcon fans. We got a backup running back. Salah says, Grant Vish, you guys have touched on that as the rest of the NFC West gets smaller and faster. Shanahan and Lynch draft bullies in the run game, big O-line, big running back, big mobile quarterback, sign D-line. Why is that? It's partially because, to zig while others zag, but I think it's also their response to having so many injured players. Instead of having small, fast guys, maybe they should try for bigger players. I think that's part of it.
I think the other thing is that, like, all these bigger guys, I wouldn't say that it's like they actively. The more I look at it, and actually these are the 2 players in the draft. These are the 3 players in the draft I actually have watched. I haven't watched the rest of them, but I don't think they did it because we wanted to. I don't think it was a concerted effort to get big guys. It just so happened. Oh, look, Trey Lance, a big guy, but he knows how to run a offense, and he's executed play action from under center before. Oh, Trey Sermon,
it's like big guy. We really like Mac Jones, and we really like Trey Lance, but Trey's bigger. Yeah, let's go with the bigger one. He's bigger.
No.
End of story.
Right. And then Trey Sermon, he's a huge guy, but he's a perfect fit for outside and inside zone. He has an incredible burst in short area. And then same thing with
Tevin Coleman.
Right, who's fast but doesn't have burst. And then big Aaron Banks, I think I think the part of the reason with Big Aaron Banks is that the broadcast during the draft was very, very misleading. Daniel Jeremiah was like, oh, I don't think he fits, blah, 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 all of that. And then all you got to do is watch Aaron Banks and you realize, oh, crap. He's good at outside zone and inside zone. He can execute both of those things. He does move well enough to do both of those things. So, like, again, I think it was, again, like John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan talked about it during the draft. Like, it's not like, oh, we want smaller offensive linemen. We want offensive linemen who can move well enough to execute a run blocking scheme. And now they got a big one who does that.
Also, it's the guard isn't always asked to get up to the second level on outside zone. I mean, think about it. If you're a guard and you're going up against a 3 technique, you're not getting up to the second level. You're blocking the 3 technique. And that's the toughest block for anyone on the play. And what he can do is get his helmet outside the dude and turn him, which is all you need to do, because basically outside zone is a series of screens like in basketball. You're just trying to turn people and then you create lanes. He can do that. Is he going to be getting downfield and finding DBs? Maybe not. But that's what McGlinchey does. That's what Mac does. This guy is going to be turning 3 techniques. That's good because Brunskill can't do that. I mean, Person couldn't do that. That's really, really, really hard. So he's going to fit. He's going to fit.
Agreed.
Vish, thank you so much for doing the show with me. We got to leave him wanting more. We're running up on an hour, and it's your summer break, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. And I got to go on Twitch because that's something I do now too. But thank you so much for your time. Hell of a shirt.
Thank you.
Hell of a show.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my dad called you adorable the other day. Did you catch that? I just want to let you know. He said it in a loving way. He said, Vish, I love Vish. It's a great show. He's so adorable. I was like, Dad. He says stuff like that about me too, because when you're that age, everyone's a kid. So
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense given our age difference. I would assume that
he's a very big fan of our show.